Hi Paul, this is a typical chiropractic treatment room, a typical chiropractic treatment room bed. So let's say that we finished with the last patient and this is a decontaminated room. How would you start before you've got the patient in counter?
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is wash our hands. Then I'd probably put this waste into the offensive waste bin rather than the domestic waste, because obviously we're washing them to try and make them clean inside and presume they're clean.
And use paper towel instead of normal towels?
Yeah, use paper towels so you can throw it away, it's disposable. Normal towels are just going to harbour, because they're usually made of cotton, so they'll harbour anything you're leaving on them. Head paper.
And then what from here?
And then the next thing to do is take your apron. We have different types of PPE here, so we've got face masks, face shields, there's obviously the gloves and the apron. You risk assess what you're going to do with the client. If you feel you need to wear any of this extra equipment, that's fine, but for what we're going to do, we're just going to use the apron and the gloves. So the ideal is to take your apron, do it in a set order. So apron's always going to be first. There we go. Apron always first. If you're going to put your mask on, do it now. If you're going to put your visor on, do it after the mask. And then what we're going to go with is just gloves.
So gloves are always last?
Gloves are always last to be put on. That way our hands are at their cleanest. So, and then once we've all kitted up and we've then called our client in, once our client is left and we're ready to go, the next thing is to clean down, waiting for the next client. So again, you can either use a wipe, if that you prefer, obviously disposable, throw away, slightly more expensive and a little bit wasteful. We can go back to our cleaning chemical, our microfiber cloth. Again, you can still use a paper towel if you wish to do that and get rid of it, but microfiber will do. Again, like any other surface, we spray it on, we wipe it around, making sure we cover all the areas where the client has been and where they even haven't been, just in case. So we do all the edges, all the middles, around here. If you need to apply more, do, but a microfiber will hold quite a bit of moisture inside of it. And then what we'll do is, we'll take the headrest paper off. We'll put that in the waste bin. Then we'll do the most important parts, where the face has been. We'll spray down in there just in case there's breath. So once we've done all that side of it, it's now time for us to get ready to get out of the room. So we'll place this down here for the time being. And then obviously, if you've got your mask on, if you've got your visor on, you will do it in a certain order. Outside of that, we're then going to take our apron off. We're then going to take our gloves off. We can wrap it around and make it a nice little tight bundle in our offensive waste bin. Wash our hands again, or sanitize if you prefer, and away you go, ready for the next person.
So Paul, do you have any tips on, say, storing the microfiber cloth in between usages, and any other tips to do with microfiber?
Yeah, well we've looked at this before and what people do with them without storing it in something. So what we've come up with in our heads is, if you go to the stationery store, you can buy the pouches with a little plastic zip on it to seal it. And what we've said is, if they put some fluid in the bag and then put the microfiber in and zip it closed, it will all stay moist with the product that's cleaning everything. So you're not mixing chemicals. When it comes to, just give the bag a shake, so you agitate it, get it out and do it, add a little bit more fluid. When you put some more in, you've got the wetness in the towel anyway, so it's only going to draw more in, and that'll keep it going. What I would suggest is, at the end of every session, I would change it.
Yeah.
Because they're obviously washable, you're not throwing it away.
Perfect, thank you. So Paul, if you imagine now you've finished your last patient, you're at the end of the session, you've already cleaned all the bed, you've taken your apron off, and you're ready to deal with the yellow tiger stripe bag, how would you do that?
Okay, so I remove the apron or your mask, everything else, you're ready to go. What I would not do is take the gloves off this time. Go to your tiger stripe bag, put your waste in. Obviously, whether you've got a swing bin lid, no lid, whatever you've got to do with it, then what you want to do is take your bag out, tie a knot in it, stop any leakages before and out, and at that point, safely you can take as much air out as you feel like. But ultimately, once you've got your bag ready, I would take that then and that sort of go into a larger bin or another bin before it goes into a larger bin.
Okay.
Okay, so once you've taken your bag out of your bin in your treatment room, there's two things you can do with this. You can go straight to a wheelie bin outside if it suits. If not, you can have an internal bin, a pedal bin somewhat like these two, that you can just decant this into other stuff. Then there's another bag in there, take that out and that go in a wheelie bin. So the choices are really the smaller one with a bird mouth, so a bit of protection. If you've got places that you can't really do anything, you've got bigger places to get into. So it literally is drop your bag in, shut the lid, wait till it's full. Okay, so once we've chosen our method of disposal, either from the bin we just used inside a pedal bin, or whether we've gone straight from the treatment room straight out to the pedal to the wheelie bin. This is the wheelie bin, lockable, yellow, tells you exactly what it is. Anybody will know that it's not very good to be inside. So we take our key, unlock our bin, drop our bag in, relock our bin.
And what would you do if you don't have room to have a big yellow bin outside? There's members who don't have that. What would they do with their yellow bags?
If you've got storage space inside, I mean, it's not dangerous, not hazardous waste. If you've got this offensive waste package, you've got a store cupboard, if you've got under the stairs, if you've got a little plastic bin outside, it doesn't need to be one of these. It's better if it is for outside because everybody knows what it is. But if you keep it inside, it's not an issue. There's no rules against it. So it's a thing. If you've got no space, you can keep it inside.
And then they call you and you just
yeah. And what we'll do is with the waste side of it, from our point of view, what we do weekly, fortnightly, or 4 weekly collections, and we'll come along set days of the month, and you'll know we're coming, and we'll come and collect as many bags as is in there, and your sharps bins all at the same time. So if you don't need to give us a sharps bin, we won't take it. If you need to give us 6 bags, 27 bags, whatever it is, we'll collect it, and that's how and then we charge for what we collect. We'll leave a waste transfer note for the offensive waste. If you do want to go orange bag because you're dealing with infectious stuff, you'll get a consignment note.
Thanks.
So obviously we never took our gloves off when we did our final patient. We've taken our bag out from our treatment room into our other bin before we bring it into our external bin, or we've come straight to the external bin. Once you've placed your bag inside, however you want to hold it up, make sure the lid stays up. Final thing you want to do, drop your gloves in, lower the lid, step away.